This is my finger screwed up in your face.
Let's do it. It's working. Well, I'm trying to wait for you to do the thing. Or is it like ahead of time? Or am I late on the thing? Oh, I am late. How you fucking doing? Oh, there we go. How y'all fucking doing? Can everybody fucking hear me? I mean, can we all hear me? Yeah? That's cool. All right. Well, we've had a lot of technical errors tonight, and somebody had to get the pukes. So, hi, it's me, your neighborhood jerk, here to hang out tonight and complain about the most inconvenience of my life. And you know what? This has been an inconvenience, but we're all having fun. We're all having a good time. So, how y'all doing? I didn't even know I was supposed to be here today, actually, because until my little brother reminded me, he's like, hey, you got a show tonight. And I'm like, oh, do I? Holy crap, I do. And here we are. And with some technical errors, we're able to continue. I would like to thank these guys for their little hard work and hanging out and doing such. And it's been good and it's been fun. I mean... His camera's on. Come on, turn on the camera, bud. But anyways, let's just go on with that. As I was saying, I forgot I wasn't even supposed to be here. I mean, I don't got the biggest retention. Probably why I keep talking so much. I see your thumb. And I just kind of keep going either way. I don't know what's going on. I'm having a freak out, but no, I mean, that's how anxiety is. You just kind of have to just roll with it and hope for the best. And I'm talking. Oh, but anyways, like I was saying, my retention isn't all that great. Man, I forgot about this. This is probably why I talk a lot, just so I can remember everything I'm doing. And usually when I don't, I just kind of do that. But, you know, anyways. Time-wise, will we start this at like 7:40, I think? 30 something. But anyways, how we all doing? We're all here. Like I said, it's just me for another good couple minutes, and I'm going to fill your time with the most wasteful crap that you can ever hear. Sorry if I mumble. I was born that way. Any sense, you know. It's hard to concentrate. Concentrating has always been like, you know, a hard thing for a person with ADHD. I always kind of just... It hurts. It does. It really hurts. Like concentrating. I'm just like, I just want to like break stuff, you know, like people make me think. I just want to like you know, I just want, you know, like just kind of break the nearest neck. You know, like math was a very big problem for me. It's just that, I guess when I heard it, my dad is like supposedly dyslexic, and so to say, you know, he might just see things a different weird way. I think he just can't read. That's all I think is just an excuse. But math hurt. Math was a horrible thing for me, and you can imagine being a welder. That was all chaotic because, you know, you need math and trigonometry to actually solve these problems and measure the length and whatever. But every time I pull out the ruler, I could not read it right. I had to reread it constantly, and every little line in between it, I had to just keep doing that. And that is physically painful for me because it's so agitating to see my eyes vibrate back and forth on these little tiny lines. And then, you know, people have to go and change the formula. Right now I have to learn about little Timmy and what the hell he's carrying in a sack on his bag and on the distance and how long it's going to take to freaking get there. It always made me, you know, angry, but here at the same time, like, well, what the hell Timmy's carrying? And the teacher always get pissed off, like, why you ask questions that, you know, that really don't matter? But it's like, you know, I can't help that because, like, where the hell is he going? And she'd be like, his bag is full of rocks. Let's just say rocks. Well, that's kind of heavy. And then she'd yell at me and tell me to be quiet. And you can always see on her face that she was just waiting for class to be over. She'll turn up and look at the clock and she'll be like, oh, it's about 2:45. And me being like 6, I'm like, the fuck does that mean? You know, like, is there 25 minutes left to the clock? Or, like, I'll pull up my fingers. 25, 50, 70. I mean, I think it'd be $1. I'm thinking about money the whole time. Does that mean there's 75 seconds already passed and I don't understand? I just get confused. And I was growing up like this because I always overthink every little small thing. And I always struggle because here you actually realize people use that a lot in real life. You know, like, especially when welding, I take these tests. The instructor would be like, oh, about 2 3/4. And I like stare at him and I look down like, do you mean 275 or 2 3/4? Like, what does that mean? You know, like, I just stare and like, then I get angry, right? I just get like, you know, like I'm about to explode. And, you know, like I was saying, math is just a ridiculous little thing for me. And I would always just like flip out and be angry. Because if I can't understand something, I just get mad. I just get angry. And it's kind of hard to be that way. But, you know, you can't just like change things on me. Because you think about it, like some guy out there thought, hey, I made a shortcut, right? Instead of actually saying the exact amount you need, you can just come up with whatever crap in between. You can just like describe it as quarters, pounds, ounces, or worth 3 oranges. And no one understands that. I don't understand that crap, but I guess other people can. But they all look at me like I'm the retard. And they're like, how come you got lazy and made something up on your own and you're going to judge me because I don't know your lazy shortcuts? And it's like, I need to know the exact thing, and maybe that's just my problem. It stresses me out, and recently the holidays are, well, not recently, they're coming up. Holidays, you know, you got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, you got all these lovable holidays coming up, and I'm ready for all that Christmas music and ready to blow my brains out every 5 minutes when I hear, like, Mariah Carey's crap. But, you know, like, I'll be going down... yeah, Walmart, whatever. There's not like I'm a big buyer on gifts. You know, everyone has their picks, but, you know, me, I just try to buy a usable gift. You can use it once, twice, 3 times, whatever. It's great for you. I'm not going to buy you something like you can put it on your wall, and as long as you look at it every day, you'll remember me. No, it's not me. I'm gonna give you a candle. I don't know. And women are always easy to buy for you. You get something that smells nice. Unlike my dad, I don't know what the hell to buy him. It's like tools, right? I'm pretty picky myself, but just don't buy me tools. I mean, I'm gonna teach my kids, like, don't buy me tools. But anyways, you know, I'll be at the store or something, and I'm looking for a specific thing. You know, I had my woman at the time. I'm like buying her some hunting stuff. You know, she's that kind of hobby. She kills stuff, not me. I'm just. We switch opposites. She's more dominant than me. So I'm home watching the kids. She'll be outside killing something, right? So I'm looking like for some thermals. And, you know, I'll ask the guy, right? And I'll go up to the counter like, hey, I'm looking for maybe like a full-on sweater or something like that. And the guy be like, oh, yeah, it's around the corner, about 3/4 to your left. Is that fucking steps? What do you mean 3/4? Do I gotta count? What? No, it makes me mad now. Like, what do you mean 3/4? Is that 3 steps, or am I gonna count 75 fucking milliseconds till I get to that point? It's stupid. I think it's stupid. People should talk like that, especially for people like me who get angry very easily about like technical errors and other crap. But anyways, for Christmas, don't give me a goddamn ruler. That's all I'm asking. You know, this was going to go this short, specifically wise, until the singer got sick. So I guess I'm just hanging out for a little longer, and I don't know how long am I going on. What is it? It's only, holy crap, that was only like 10 minutes. I'm gone. Don't worry about it. I'm going. I'm having a good time. Well, since, you know, we have all this time, I guess I'll tell you a little fun story about some friends of mine. Anyways, marijuana was legal soon here. Gonna be here maybe one more year, something like that. Next year, whatever. So I'm excited. Hell yeah, I'm a pot smoker. You know, if my employer's watching, please don't fire me. I'll wait to smoke. Just don't fire me yet. But this is an old story I used to always like to tell, because you always tell them like, don't look now, but so and so is doing something. But they would always try to somehow sneak out of their way to do it anyways. They'd always try and look at him somehow for some freaking reason, and you want to hit him for it. But we had a friend that came down who's very awkward. I won't say his name because I don't want to embarrass the guy, but you know who you are. He'd always come down from Denver every now and then with his girlfriend. His girlfriend would go off to see some freaking family or whatever, and he'd hang out with us for maybe a good couple of weeks. So we hang out. I go to work, come back, we play some games, smoke, drink, or whatever, run around town, show them the highlights that is freaking cowboy town. And Shane's doing this, and I'm doing this back at him. But anyways, it was a fun time either way. One day we thought, hey, let's just have some real fun. So my little brother, someone, I will not say his name, thought, hey, let's get a bunch of stuff. You know, let's get my friend high, whatever, and all that, and let's just have a good time. So fine, whatever. We got a friend to pick us up, take us somewhere. We get some mushrooms when we get dropped off at an IGA because he didn't know where downtown was, probably because he was high too. But anyways, we go inside, we get some orange juice. Because, you know, supposedly that makes the mushrooms better. But, you know, I'm over there already shoveling it in my face like, you know, like an unsupervised child. And I'm already watching 2 unsupervised morons. And so we're walking down the street, freaking scared of walking across the road. And we're going at it. We're just like, we don't care. We're out in public. We're still digging in the bag like, yeah, you know, this isn't going to stop me. I'm going for it. I'm having a good time. And then we get to a quiet place, and then his friend goes, hey, let's smoke a bowl real quick. Fine. I'm like, I don't care. I'm staring up at the sky and just kind of following around behind him because he's bigger and wider than me. So if I get lost, I'll just hit into the back of him. So we find this weird little ditch, and we're going to be all inconspicuous and like crawl down there and like hide. Now, I'm just going to stand there. I'm not doing nothing while these 2 are trying to like pack a bowl, but they can't even use their fingers right. And then Sunshine goes and drops the weed, right? We all freak out. I'm freaking out. And I'm still eating out of the bag. I'm like, how dare you? And I'm bending down while still going, trying to look for the weed. We lose the weed. We all just sit there very sad. And then we're just like, it's getting dark. We gotta go. We gotta leave right now. And obviously we've been in this ditch for a good hour. I'm surprised nobody looked out their back window and saw 3 morons crawling around in a ditch. So we leave. It's getting dark. I'm like, my friend lives nearby. We'll just go to her house. So fine. We go over there, and I call her up. She says, it's okay. Come on over. Share whatever you have. And we all walk in like we're all just drunk. I was pretty drunk. I mean, I started slamming beers, and these kids are just being stupid. We all go inside, and we all sit down on the couches and try to relax as best as we can. Now, my friend, I love her. She's got this great freaking cat at the time before he died. I called him Pirate. He was blind and he had 3 freaking legs. And he would just kind of limp into the room like this, like he was going to fall over at any minute. And he was always like, looks like he knew where he was at, but at the same time, he didn't. And every time I used to go drink with her, we'd be down in the basement. Here comes the Pirate limping into the room. And he'd always put his face in my drink. And I'd just be looking down at him like, hey, buddy, how you doing? And he just face plant my drink. And I just look at her. And he goes, oh, he just likes the cold. And I just kind of stare at him like, drink up, bud. Have a good have a good sip. And he'd wander off. And so he was still alive at the time. And so here he comes, just kind of limping into the room. And my little brother's friend has never been around these people, so I was like, all right, whatever you do, buddy, don't look that cat in the face. It doesn't like that. And he goes, okay. And he really stops and really has to look back at the damn cat like, oh, yes, if anybody doesn't notice this. And we all just start laughing our asses off. She comes into the room. And she's like looking at him, watching him, trying to like be sneaky about looking a cat in the face. And we're all laughing, and he just looks at us like, what? What's going on? I was like, you fucking moron, the cat's blind. He can't see you. And he just goes, oh, no, I get it. He's not blind. After that moment, we realized somebody is too far gone. So after this little trip, after harassing her poor little creatures, we all decide it's time to go home. And I'm over here looking at the clock like, holy crap, it's 1 a.m. Didn't know it. Didn't even understand it, couldn't predict it. We start walking down the street. I have to hold these guys' hands. My friend's like, my wife's coming back. Don't you guys want to ride? I'm just like holding both like, no, it's okay. We're just going to walk home. It took us about 4 to 3 hours to finally get home because these guys would wander off or have to take a break every 5 seconds. And that's probably why, because we were all just drinking and getting stoned and all kinds of crap. And it's a good time no matter what. I mean, as long as it's not meth. How much time do I got, huh? Keep going? Just keep going with the stories? Anyways. I'm glad the law went into act, It's cool and all. Being able to smoke next year and it not be illegal, but I always worried about the complications when it came to a job. Are we going to really decriminalize it or something? Are we going to really actually do something about it? I mean, I don't even know. I got a new job. I'm going to be watching people. I can't talk about it because I guess it's kind of one of those classified jobs and whatnot. I got over being a lumper all my life, throwing boxes around. And so, I am excited. I think it's going to be really good for Montana. Hopefully. I don't want people always approaching me for where to find meth, but I guess I look like a meth head. But hopefully this marijuana act goes through and we can pull some people out of jail and we can all enjoy ourselves a little more. I mean, I didn't vote. I'm going to say that right now. I didn't vote for none of those old ass motherfuckers. I voted for marijuana. That's all I care about. I'm like, whoever's going to win, we're all going to hell. As long as I can enjoy my time before we're going into hell, I'm cool with that. I mean, Biden, Trump, all that crap, I'm just like, hell with it. You know, both of them are both incoherent. It's like each year we just pick an older guy, like last year, or like the last president when he was pretty young. Now it's like, we just get some old, decrepit guy. He's probably doesn't know how an iPad works, you know? And both of them. One sniffs kids and the other one sniffs his daughters. So what was I going to lose? You know, as long as nobody's sniffing me. So, you know, holidays are coming up. I hope you all have a good freaking time. I have nothing to talk about now because I'm just improvising right now because somebody who was supposed to be playing, Jackson, is sick right now. And so I want to thank everybody for bearing with us on these technical difficulties. We found out the problem, and we'd like everyone who actually was patient enough to wait for us to actually start this up. We are getting a little more professional, it seems, and I really like that. And so maybe we can get a little more things going in here. You know, so we got Shane and Nick, and you got me who likes to just talk until someone shoots me in the head. So that's my time for the night. Sorry it was so short. I didn't plan a whole lot to talk. I'm just guessing and talking up stories I used to remember. So he's doing this. You all have a good one. Thanks for watching. Am I off yet? Am I off? No? All right, I'm just going to walk away then. We'll just...
This is my finger screwed up in your